It's kind of a funny thing that it kind of moves in different waves. It kind of moves in different sort of motions over time. It's that so often I hear from other hypnotists in the industry, and perhaps they're blaming the economy, perhaps they're blaming what some other hypnotist in their area might be doing, or perhaps they've seen some well meaning advertisement that's convinced them of something and basically has convinced them that running their business is a whole lot more complicated than it needs to be. My name is Jason Linett, and I've been doing hypnosis professionally now at this point for well over 20 years. I've been getting paid for it really ever since, at this point, about 2015, 2016. And what I'm about to share with you is something that I've put together with some extremely high tech graphics to walk you through the 4 reasons why your hypnosis website is not getting you paid. And here's why I come at it from this angle. It's that I keep running into people who go, "Oh, I've done that. That didn't work. Oh, I tried that. That didn't work." This is what you need to listen for. It's very rarely the platform. It's most often the strategy. So it's different from one website to another. It's different from one set of messaging to another. And then I promised you high tech graphics, and here they are. Look at that. Yeah, we were ready for this. And don't read ahead because we're about to get into the details of this wonderfully here. So, 4 reasons why your hypnosis website isn't getting you paid. First of all, you're not on it. This is an interesting one, and I'll tell you the context as to why I'm doing this video. One, I just had a conversation with someone else who was going, "Well, in this market, in this economy, maybe I'll try it later." Here's the thing. I've known this person for, at this point, about 11 or 12 years. And as long as I've known him, he's been saying that. So at some point, it's no longer the economy's fault. The second point is that we have an event that actually kicks off. I'm recording this right now on Monday, September 1st. We've got an event that kicks off tomorrow. You can see the details by going over to activatejason.com. And I'll show you the page here, which actually, oh, I need to hit refresh. There it is. It officially starts tomorrow, Tuesday, September 2nd. However, the last time we did this, we had people who were signing up the week of the event. I do have to put a small cutoff in place, which is this week, Friday, September 5th at 4 p.m. We're going to officially shut the doors at that point. You're fine to start a little late with us. Just if it's anything beyond that, it becomes disruptive to everybody else who's a part of the event. So head over to activatejason.com. You can check out the details of that. It's that we're going to be guiding at this point about 24 people through the journey to launch or relaunch a website that effortlessly attracts clients and fills your calendar on autopilot. These are not things that I, to use the proper terminology, invented and pulled out of my butt. No, these are all things that are based upon what I've actually consistently proven to work, not just in my hypnosis business, but in other hypnosis businesses around the world. And to break down 4 of these concepts here, there it is. 4 reasons why your hypnosis website isn't getting you paid. First of all, point number 1, you're not on it. I don't know why this is still a thing. You go to somebody's website, and if this is yours, I see you. I noticed you were doing this. You land on a site, and there's like no personality. It's very corporate feeling, and the language is, "We at the XYZ Hypnosis Center, we can help you with this, and we can help you with that." And it's okay if you have more than one person working. At one point, I had 2 other hypnotists working in my office, depending on the day. And there were days where I wasn't there, but other practitioners were working with clients in my local office when I had one. So that's okay. The problem is, if that's not what your business is, stop hiding behind the royal we. We can do this, we can do that. Turn on a television, turn on the news. People are pissed off at corporations right now. So, do you see why you don't want to be hiding behind the faceless entity as if you were someone who was like some sort of conglomerate hypnosis thing? Instead, people do business with people. In the 21st century, a website is a mechanism to show video through the screen, build rapport, and invite your audience to take the next step. That's really what every mechanism in business would be. People go, "Do I need a website? Do I need a funnel? Should I have a Facebook group? Should I run webinars? Should I be on this platform?" Everything is a mechanism to build rapport through the screen to then present an invite to go further in the journey. Sales offer. So I mention that here because you're not on it. It's where in the modern era, having a message from you, having that dialogue between you and your audience on every single page of the site. That's what's got to be there. And as part of this event we've got coming up, Persuasive Systems Launch, it's not just about the technology behind the scenes of click here, use this software for this, use this software for that. It's really about also consulting you along the journey. I got to show you. Um, Anybody who's ever played the game of, I don't know what to do, I'm overwhelmed, I'm confused, very often that's a lack of clarity in terms of where to actually get up and running. And this is a document of ours behind the scene. Everybody who we're working with, they are getting these custom weekly checklists. Mine is actually showing all the tasks. But someone on my team every week goes into everyone's private checklist and adds the next series of tasks. We had somebody the last time we did this event who went out of order and learned a lesson. They were trying to do things that were assigned for week number 9, while we were all on week number 5. Meanwhile, they weren't yet caught up to the tasks that should have been done by weeks number 1 and 2. I found gatekeeping someone's experience as they go through an educational journey is actually about one of the best things you can possibly do for them. And that's why, as we're working with our people throughout this Persuasive Systems Launch event, we are assigning the task one step at a time, and we've got a community which is also there to get unlimited content feedback on the material you're putting out there so that now you can feel that confidence as you're putting your message out there. So point number 1, you need to be a part of your message. In the 21st century, your niche is not just who you are, who you serve, and how you help them out. Your niche is also who you are. Influence is the new currency. That's why they choose to do business with you. That's why they likely would end up choosing to do business with someone else. Which one do you want it to be? You need to put yourself in your own business. Point number 2, you accidentally wrote the content for other hypnotists. Let me put some proper emphasis here. High-tech graphics, look at that. This is not something you did intentionally, but this is like one of the most common faults that I'm seeing in people's stuff. It's that you are listing all the specific methods and modalities, all of your specific certifications, the stuff that respectfully you and I would get excited about. That's what you're putting out in your content. The problem is, it's not that your audience doesn't care. I want you to hear it the proper way. It's that your audience doesn't yet care about that stuff. Watch me carefully. I'm going to walk you through Sales 101. If you've never had someone explain it to you this simply before, embrace this as part of the reason why you had some of that confusion, frustration, and overwhelm up until now, because the journey of sales is actually quite simple when you understand the basic psychology of it. We need to begin in their model of the world. We have to speak to the audience the way that chances are they are speaking to themselves. What is it that they're saying at 2 in the morning? What is it that's keeping them up at night? What are the conversations that they're currently having? That's where your messaging needs to start, not over here. What I'm about to talk about is step 2. Step 2 is where most of you are doing your step 1, and that's all you're doing, and that's why you're invisible to the people you know you can help. Because it's through their language that's now where we can introduce our model of the world. So there's this bridging of the gap here from their model of the world to your model of the world. And as soon as you've done that, you've now created something beautiful. You've created a gap that needs to have a bridge to connect it from where they are to where they want to go, and what you do is the clear bridge to get them there. Their model of the world so that you can introduce your model of the world so that then you can give the appropriate invite. Book this call, pay for this thing, sign up for this program. What the thing is, so many of you right now are hung up on, do I do group sessions? Do I do solo sessions? Do I do premium one-to-ones? Do I do products online? You're asking the wrong questions. All that stuff works. All of it. Anybody who's showing you ads going, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, that's just lazy marketing. They're telling you websites don't work. Then they're asking you to click a link and go to their website. Did you catch that? So again, from their model of the world, your audience, to then introduce your model of the world so that now you can go, if you want help with that, here's the next step. But again, the way that you're accidentally writing it for other hypnotists, the most extreme version of this I saw years ago was a guy who had this website that it was pretty long. It's okay if the website scrolls. It's okay if it's relatively long. And I'm not just saying that because if you go to activatejason.com and then you end up over on this page, it goes for a while. I did make it easier on you. I mean, you can click up here and see for our web building event, if you click support, let me refresh this. There we go. That'll bring you over here to, oh, I was already on it, to support. It's organized, install my proven frameworks and systems directly into your hypnosis business with one click. I'm going to show you exactly what this is though in a moment. This is really, really cool. And then the details for the value, that's all built up of it. It's okay if the website goes and goes and goes. Here's the problem though. It's that this guy had a site which was, here's this modality that I love. Here's this powerful technique. Here's this powerful technique. It was like the second to last sentence on the page. After struggling to achieve sobriety in my life for more than a dozen years, these are the methods that I wish I had so that I could have achieved this personal goal a whole lot faster. In marketing, that's called burying the hook. He had the most important thing all the way at the bottom where most people weren't going to find it. So back to our high-tech graphics, accidentally writing the content for other hypnotists. As we go through this journey together, as we're working with you and giving you the tasks step by step and consulting you and giving you feedback along the way, this is where, admittedly, there are some content writing frameworks that originally I developed because I needed them for myself. And then as other people saw the results that I was getting in my hypnosis business, working with my own private clients, not just numbers that I saw from doing trainings, not just the business that I saw from helping people like you. No, working with the people that you want to work with too. When people saw the results that I was creating in that style, it's where I realized, oh wait, the stuff that I created for myself, you all need it too. And that's really where I began to teach and train. I mentioned something a little moment ago, which was one of the things on this page is install my stuff directly into your business with one click. This is just one element in our system. In the behind the scenes of what we do, this is a framework. And inside, let me zoom in here. Inside of this framework, you have the ability to basically install some of my top marketing funnels and email automation sequences and website template layouts directly into your business with one click. I had someone a little while ago who was going, oh, but I want to use this other software. I was like, okay, cool. You want to reinvent the wheel? I'm in a very unique position with this, which is that there are people who are offering to sell you into different softwares, but when you look closer, you realize that they're not even using it in their business themselves. I'm going to be teaching you, training you, consulting you, working with you, giving feedback along the way. I'll actually be in your account with you. And you're not buying software from me. I don't want to be in that business. No, I want you to have independence within your own business. So that way you should be paying the vendors that I pay with mine. This way, it's not going to be some sort of weird multi-level marketing of people buying into a thing that even the person at the top of it isn't even using themselves. Instead, this is what I use with my business. This is the ClickFunnels platform. ClickFunnels has been around for, at this point, as of 10 days from now, is it? I think, no, like 2 weeks from now, 11 years. They are the OGs. They are still one of the market leaders that's out there. They're the ones that other people are emulating. And this is where I'm pushing several done-for-you marketing funnel campaigns ready to go directly into your account. Workflows, these are the email automation sequences that, again, you just need to get in there and customize it for your business. Some of the resources that I've created over the year. Let me actually open up this page too. And I'll go over here into my account. And here is a 3-step sequence specifically towards an ebook. Now, here's the catch though. A lot of people have lead magnets and opt-in offers on their websites. Just because you have a lead magnet offer doesn't mean it's working for you. There's a strategic way that I'm going to consult you along the journey of this to actually write it so that, one, people actually read it, two, people see the value of what you shared, and three, people recognize the missing elements that need to be filled in by then taking the next logical step in your business. So I keep running into this, and I'm kind of pummeling away at this on purpose. I already have a website. Cool. Is it consistently getting you paid? No? Check out that link. I've already got opt-in offers on my website. Awesome. Are people requesting them? And if they are they then taking the next logical step in business to then buy from you? If no, go there, activatejason.com. So back over here to the screen share of this, there's a strategic sandwich funnel principle that I've put in here so that we are now conditioning the next logical step in the business step by step along the way. So let me go back over here to the master list. It is a leaky bucket. This right here, for the event we've got kicking off tomorrow. Again, we start live tomorrow, Tuesday, September 2nd. What we're doing is that, let me scroll to the top of this page. You can still join after day one has begun, but we're going to have to shut the doors down. I'll zoom in at the top. On Friday this week at 4 p.m. This page will automatically go away. We'll start a waiting list for the next time that we do this type of event. We're going to have to shut the doors again because it becomes disruptive if people join too late. Part of this too, if I go back over here to this, it's a leaky bucket. We've got some people who are in the early stages of starting up their business. We've got some people who, there's a reason why on this page it says launch or relaunch a website that effortlessly attracts clients and fills your calendar on autopilot. We've got someone who has been running a well-operating practice now for at least, I've known him for about a decade now. Business is running, but the revelation was how much business he's missing. How many people are landing on this existing website of his, but they're not yet booking. That's my sweet spot. That's my strength. That's the part you're not going to get anywhere else. The ability to get more value from the people that are already going there. And also, preview here, point number 4, it's a deserted island. We're going to be showing you also how to bring people into your ecosystems too. So we've got someone who's been well established in business, but is just now starting to realize that he's been convincing himself that I need to pay for ads. I need to do paid search engine optimization, and all of that stuff has its place. The problem is, though, there's so much business that he's losing out on because of this leaky bucket principle. With me, everybody, hold a hand up if you're here with me live. And you don't have to say it so I can hear it. I'm going to open up something here, but keep the hand up. It's that I want you to promise that I'm about to show you something truly behind the scenes, and don't get overwhelmed by this. That's the promise I'm asking you to make, because I don't know how to do that. Fine. That's what we're going to be helping you out in this event coming up. We're going to be walking you through this step by step. The initial task of connecting the pieces of the software with the website domain you want to use, my team or me, we're going to do that for you. So like some of this is a done with you, done for you type thing. What I'm about to show you on my screen though, there's like 3 years where my business kind of plateaued, and figuring this thing out. I've never shown this before in a free environment, so let's see what happens. Figuring this thing out is what truly transformed my business. There you go. Clearly, just do that. You know, it makes sense. Done. And you're welcome. All right, so cool. Point number 4. Okay, I'll explain it. Let me draw this out visually. The way that most of you are trying to operate your business online is that you are inviting people to take a next step, which it's too easy to leave behind. You're bringing them maybe towards some sort of book a call type thing. Maybe you're selling something on the front end. You're asking people to take a next step from which they have emotionally bought into. But the problem is then it's too easy to exit. And if they exit, they forget about you. They forget about hypnosis for a while. And then chances are, if they decide to get help, they end up somewhere else. This sequence you're looking at right now is what solves this for me. Now, by the way, once this is established, this is a one-time setup, and then it's done. Ron Popeil set it and forget it, like the Showtime rotisserie grill. Somebody begins the journey to book a call, to buy something, to take the next appropriate step within your business. We're then going to win a bit of a micro commitment. I'm saying it in a generic way because it's going to take a different respect, whether it's a purchase offer, a book a call, a fill out a form, whatever it might be. So let's just refer to it right now as an initial micro commitment. From that micro commitment, we now have an ability to maintain communication until they take the next appropriate step in a non-aggressive, non-salesy, value-based way. Watch me carefully. From the initial micro commitment, we are now in control of communication. If they complete the next step of booking the call or buying the thing, they skip everything, the sequence stops. They never know they were inside of an automation of this nature. And again, deep breaths, people. If you don't know how to do this, I'm going to be guiding you through exactly how to do this step by step. And in one click, this will already be in your account. And all you have to do is attach it to the website, customize it, and we're walking you through that all bit by bit. If they complete the micro commitment, but they don't go this pathway by buying, booking, or whatever it might be, instead, they fade away. This is where, watch this. It waits for 35 minutes, and then whether they booked the consult, let me zoom in here, whether they booked the consult or whether they became a client, if it was a yes that those things occurred, it skips everything and they go to the end. It's done. If they don't complete the action step after the micro commitment, which what I found is classically for the micro commitment step, for every 4 or 5 people you get doing the micro commitment step, only 1 completes the action right there. This is what needs to happen to fix this leaky bucket scenario, because then, assuming they don't become a client yet, we tag them so that now behind the scenes, you know they fit this criteria, but not that criteria. I have to elaborate on this. The entire shape of every business I've ever run, the growth of everything I've ever done in my business has always been because of one principle: if-then messaging. If they have gone this step, but they have not done that step. If they fit this criteria, but not that criteria. Some of you attended the HT Live 365 Hypnotic AI Summit last week. The moment you signed up for that event, other than the fact that some of you have 9 emails in their system over there, the moment you signed up, you stopped getting promotion asking you to sign up. You went into a different bucket of communication. You got, hey, we're starting in an hour, we're starting in 5 minutes. Whoa, let's use my Zoom link instead, for those of you that know what I'm talking about. Different communication modes. Everything that is every reason why I am here right now and I've got the business that I run is all because of this if-then principle. That really is the covert deliverable of what I'm giving you inside of this Persuasive Systems launch event. It's that who fits this criteria, but not that one. That's what this is the cornerstone of doing. So now we've got a tag applied. Then if they don't yet book the call, they get email number 1. And the actual retention emails that fix this abandonment process and brings them back in, you're getting the exact emails that I've used myself at this point for well over, at this point of this style, about 14 years, I believe is the official number. Then how do we maintain communication in a way that builds value, but then doesn't pester people, but then builds value and only provides value in a way that then invites them to come back? This is where, in the automation principles, it waits about a day and a half, sends email number 2, continues the relationship, strengthens the rapport, reminds them of the step they haven't yet completed. Then waits about 2.5 days, repeats the messaging again with a different flair, a different style. Repeats after about 4 or 5 days. And again, same thing, repeats another pause, then sends a task reminder to you to reach out in a manual format. The way that most of you are out there running your businesses right now, it's this. You're playing the game of hope they land on the website, hope they book. In search terms, it's called a bounce rate. And many of you have an extremely high bounce rate. They land on the website and they bounce right off. What you're looking at right here, your numbers may vary. There were 3 years where my business plateaued at an extremely respectable number. 3 years. I got stuck. Before you hear the number, it's not all mine to keep. I have a team. I had 3 years where I got stuck at 475,000. And the more that I tried to innovate and push that number higher, that was the gross income. The take-home income got smaller, and that was scary, and that sucked. Figuring out this type of if-then retention in a way that, again, brings them in. I install this into my client work, my private consulting work, my workshops, my products. This one thing is what pushed me for the first time ever to do 7 figures. And the exact language that I've proven to work for that, I'm just pushing into your account in this event. Check out the details, activatejason.com. And so back over here, and there's many other sequences of this style. How do we convert more of the people that are coming in? But then again, some of you might be going, I don't have an audience yet. Well, it's a deserted island. So this versus that game with marketing. Oh no, I saw an ad that said websites don't work. Look, the people telling you that are the people or the ones who didn't make websites work for their business. And if they can't make one of the most basic, simple things work, turn and run the hell away from them. Instead, though, everything is, again, a mechanism to build rapport, build value, and then from there, present the next opportunity. From their language to introduce your language to then go, here's the next step. Now, a website is one part of a bigger ecosystem. And I say it's a deserted island, but here's something that's shocked me even about 2 or 3 years into running my local business when I used to be in Virginia. I'm in Florida now. It's that people were Googling my name and looking me up. If I was ever doing social promotion, like organic free stuff, if I was doing paid advertising, they would leave the social platform, they would go to Google, they would look me up, and then they would land on my website. People are going to check up on you. I'm looking at items on my desk, and I finally have a ceiling fan above me in this room. And I wanted a smart controlled switch so I can tell my Amazon devices, hey, turn the fan up to high, turn it to medium. And I went shopping on Amazon, and I bought this one because of the reviews. I needed purple dry erase markers, and I was on different websites looking at reviews. I am short. I'm 5'4". People are going, what the hell is Jason with a belt? Men's belts start at a size 30. If I'm a little heavier than I am right now, I'm still in a size 29 pants. It's either the boys section or this is a ratchet belt. Listen, it can be whatever size I want. True story. First time I put one on, I had to cut it off with scissors because I didn't know how it worked. This is our culture now. We are looking things up on the web. And if people can't find you beyond content online, they go, ooh, it's probably a scam, and they run off to something else. People buy things that they feel are safe. So the way that along this journey, it's not just build the website, good luck, wish you well. No, instead, it's also working with you to fix this deserted island thing so that now the content you're going to be producing on social media, your front-facing promotional stuff, brings people back to the website, converts them in, brings them into your ecosystem, nurtures them with language that we and I have proven to work over the years, and makes it so turning your website, turning your hypnosis practice into an automated client attraction machine becomes a whole lot easier. These are the problems that I'm helping you to solve in this Persuasive Systems launch event. This is a shortcut that just brings you over, activatejason.com. That just redirects over to this page. The event officially kicks off tomorrow, Tuesday, September 2nd. However, we're just going to shut the doors on this on Friday because again, it's been disruptive when people joined too late into the journey. Reach out to me if you're seeing this after September 5th. There may be an option for something private consulting. I will openly tell you if it's ever private consulting. Um, when you go to this page and see the pricing details, there's a single pay or there's an 8-month installment option. Um, if it's private one-to-one, the pricing is about like this. Because we have cracked the code to do this in a group format and have people not get left behind, but because we can do it in a group format, it's a whole lot more affordable and a whole lot easier to then dive into. And we've got it all mapped out like I showed you, where each step of the way, we are just delivering the parts to you that are what you need to be doing right now. So we're cutting out that confusion, we're cutting out that frustration and overwhelm. We're making the journey of making it rain online, attracting hypnosis clients becomes a whole lot easier. So check this out, activatejason.com. Stop being invisible to the people that you know you can help. We'll see you there.